Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's pour. Now tonight's pour is going to be not a car themed painting. Sorry to disappoint you fans out there. Yeah, like I got a lot of fans. But it's going to be a regular Dutch pour painting. Now, the Dutch pour, just to explain it to people that don't know what a Dutch pour is, a Dutch pour is where you put usually a base color down, and then you put a few colors. You can do different designs. You can go straight across. You can do just in the middle, blow it out. You can do wavy. You can. I've seen in my class they're all over the place because I just tell them go do what you want. It's your painting. Do what you want. And so, and then you pour some more of the base color around that, blow it up all together, and then you blow it out with a hairdryer. That's basically what a Dutch pour is. You do make the paints a little bit thinner by adding some water to make it more fluid, more to be able to push it around with a hairdryer. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Now this is a commission piece. So this is from a guy that I work with. The company that I work for a couple years ago commissioned me to do a couple pieces, and they were put in a conference room. And they're on there's two of them, and they're on a 20 by 20 canvas. They're the level 3 gallery wrapped artist loft canvases, the real thick, the inch thick. And so there's one on each side of a big flat screen TV that's in the conference room where they, can play stuff on there or display graphs and charts and whatever they do in there. And I work my desk, my office area is outside of this conference room. So this guy was meeting in the conference rooms there for a while every day, and he really liked the art. Didn't realize that I was the one that I was the one that painted him. We had never really talked like one-on-one with each other. We'd seen each other around the facility a lot, and so he finally he just kept looking at him, and he really liked him, and he saw different things in him every day, and he was just kind of intrigued by him. And so he finally asked, where'd you guys get this art from? And actually the guy that commissioned it for the company to me was in there and told him, hey, the guy's right out there. So he came out and talked to me, and I showed him some more of my stuff like on my phone, and so he finally wanted a couple pieces from me. So he wants, basically, it's not going to be the exact same paintings because, as you know, all us fluid acrylic artists out there, you can't really duplicate. I mean, you can come kind of close, but there's no exact duplicates of a pour. It just does its own thing. So I'm going to do two 20 by 20 level 3 gallery wrapped. I want to say galaxy. It's not galaxy. Gallery wrapped artist loft canvases. It's an inch thick, and then the wood framing on the canvas is very sturdy and thick. So this is a good strong canvas. And so he wants two of those. So this video is going to be part 1 because it's going to be the first one, and then I'll have a part 2 for the second one that I do for him. Tonight is the first one that I'm going to be doing for him. So we're using white, red, and blue, or red, white, and blue. So we're doing a white background with blues and reds going through. And so he didn't want it, like I said, he wanted them like that, or at least the same colors. They don't have to be exact, but we're going to get pretty much the same design because I think one of them I did was from corner to corner and then blew it out. And the other one I think I did more of central and blew it out. I didn't really like that one as much as the one with corner to corner. So we might try a little something different for the other one and not quite do that. So we're using all Artist Loft products tonight, well, except for the Floetrol. But we're using Artist Loft white, Artist Loft red, and Artist Loft blue. So And then the canvas is also from Artist Loft. So shout out to Michaels and their Artist Loft brand. And they are not a sponsor. They could be if they wanted to be. They just got to give me a call. Call me. So I have got the paints mixed, and I am going to just adjust the camera because I've already got the white paint down on the canvas. So all we have to do is adjust the camera and we can get started. All right, as you can see, this 20 by 20 canvas is all covered in white paint. So I have blue mixed up already in this bottle, and I have reds, or the red in this bottle here. And so that's what we're going to go with. So we're just going to put this blue down. All right, then we're going to put some more white on the outside. We're going to give this a torch real quick just to get some of this. All right, get my blow dryer. Do want more blue in here. my shirt. I'll go with the rest of the paint. All right, I don't think I'm going to mess with it anymore. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'll take a picture of it and show him tomorrow and see if he even likes it. I guess if he doesn't, I'll paint over it. But we'll see what he likes or not. Then if he does, we'll let it dry, and then we'll just something about that side right there was just bothering me. Alrighty. Well, if he likes this, we'll let it dry and then we'll get it resined. And then it'll really pop. Alright, as you can see, this is dried. We have the back taped. I took a picture of this and sent it to the client, or showed it to him at work because he works with me, and he really liked it. So he said, yeah, I like it, so go ahead and resin that one. This one is the first of the two that I'm doing for him. This is a level 3 gallery wrapped canvas, so it's a lot thicker. As you can see, it's really sturdy. So this is a 20 by 20 canvas. So I looked it up on Art Resin Calculator to see how much resin I needed, and we need 14 ounces. And then while I was mixing it, I was like, oh, duh, I do 10 by 20s for 7 ounces, so a 20 by 20 would be 14. Duh, I could have figured that up in my head, but I checked it. So I did 20 ounces of resin. We're using Promise Epoxy, formerly Pro Marine. So I don't do this size of canvas very much. I've done some before. Actually, the two that he originally saw of mine, which are hanging in a conference room at where I work, he was actually in there and saw them, and he really liked them, and he was meeting in there for quite a while, and finally asked somebody where we got him at, and they said, well, he's sitting right out there.
And that's when he came and talked to me about doing some. So these are the same size, same canvases, the 20 by 20 level 3 gallery wrapped canvases. So he wanted and these are the same colors as well. He wanted, he realized that they're not going to be exactly the same, but he wanted something like those. He was really intrigued with those, really liked them. And so I was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I got the same canvases and used the same colors. White background with the red and blue. And yeah, that pops, This resin just brings out those colors. The pattern is somewhat similar, but definitely not like the other one. But that's all right. It doesn't have to be exact. And I'm sure he wanted something that was unique as well, and not somewhere else as well. That somebody else had that or was at work. So anyway, so I haven't painted the other one yet, but I want to get this one done. I did paint tonight, but I painted something else, and I will get his painted tomorrow night, I believe, or the next night. Just depends on how things go. But I want to get them done for him so he can have them. The reason I painted one tonight is I had a car that inspired me, and I have a show coming up in a couple weeks, and I just want to make sure that I got that one done. All right, so we got it spread around. Now we're going to torch to get these bubbles out of here. So, what's been going on? Well, I'll tell you. Work's just been a little crazy itself. Just, I won't go into that. And painting wise, I haven't really painted a whole lot anymore as much as I used to. I need to start picking back up and doing that because I got some shows, over the winter time. I don't do shows usually in January, February, and really March. I did one in this month in April. This is April. So I've only done one this year so far, and it's almost the end of April. It's April. I think. So anyway, it's the end of April, and I've only done one show. And I've done my class 2 or 3 times, so I painted at those, but I haven't really painted a whole lot this year. Not as much as I usually, far from the pace that I used to be. So I'm trying to get back in the swing of it. Plus, when my shows start ramping up, I'll be selling, hopefully, which I normally do. I'll be selling a lot of paintings, so I need to replace them and have an inventory for my shows on down the road. So I will actually be in Nashville, Indiana, not Nashville, Tennessee. I wish I was in Nashville, Tennessee. But Nashville, Indiana, if you're not familiar with this area, that's in Brown County. So Brown County is pretty famous in Indiana for there's a state park down there, and it's kind of a touristy town, Nashville is. And so it's down there around, it's in the more southern, or it's not really southern Indiana, but it's south central south of Indianapolis, and it's over by closer to Bloomington, where IU is at. I'm not sure exactly how far it is from there, but I know it's down around that same area. I've been down to IU a few times. I've been to a couple basketball games. I actually got to see a game that, and Bobby Knight was still coaching. And so that was pretty fun to see him coach. He has a big fan base in this state. And it's basically either love him or you hate him. And I think there's a lot of them that really hated him as well. But anyway, so I'm doing that show down in Nashville. It's about 2 hours from where we live, around there. Not quite, but about. So I'm actually have to get a hotel the night before because it starts at 9 a.m. and I'm not going to get up. I'm not going to get up at 5 a.m. and drive. I mean, I can, but I'm just not going to. Get up at 5 a.m., drive down there, be down there around 8 o'clock in the morning to set up and open up by 9, and then sit up there all day and then tear down and drive back for, a couple more hours. I think it goes till 4 o'clock. I can't remember now. 9 to 4, I think. So it would be 7 o'clock. So that would be a good 12-hour day. In my younger days, it wouldn't have been a problem, and I probably would have done that. But as I get older, I am not going to do that. I get wore out a lot faster than I used to. Whew. And then the week after that, that's in May, and then the week after that is May 13th. I'll be in Nashville, Indiana. So if you're around that area and you want to come down and say hi to me, come down. I think it's at the fairgrounds there. It's from 9 to 4. And then the next weekend I'll be over in McCordsville, Indiana, which is only about 30 minutes from where I live. And it's to help raise money for a school for one of their departments there. Can't remember what it was that I read this. So that'll be the first time I'm doing that. These two events are brand new for me. I haven't done these two events before. And then what am I doing there? I don't think I have anything in June right now. Usually I do have one in June, but it's moved to July. So I'll have two in July. One is Turn Away No Longer. It's a great organization, and they raise money for them. And they've done it for the past 2 years, and I've been at each one. It's only about a 10-15 minute drive from our house, which is great. And then I will be doing the Pennsy Trail Art Music Festival at the last Saturday in July. And that is at Greenfield, Indiana, behind the courthouse in that area. I've done that one for the last 4 or 5 years. That's one of the events that they actually didn't cancel in 2020. I only was able to do four craft shows, festivals in 2020 out of my normal 10 or 12, 13, 14 of them. So it's a slow year, but that was one that did not cancel. And then I have August, I have the Edgewood Glass Festival, and then September I have the Pendleton Heritage Days. In October I have Riley Days, which is my biggest event. And then I'm sure I'll pick up some here and there between all those. So that's my schedule right now. All right, I think I've got all these blown out. I'm going to take one last look at a different angle. just to see. Oh, yeah. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think it's going to do good. If you like this one, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.